In her 4 years at the helm of the National Women's Soccer League, Jessica Berman has overseen record growth, including the first stadium purpose-built for women's sports. In January, Sports Illustrated named her their Innovator of the Year. We are so pleased to have you here with us, Commissioner. Thank you for spending some time. And as we just said, whether it's the expansion teams, the record growth we've seen in viewership and attendance, all of these things, what do you think is the most significant reason for this growth?
We have to start with the players, and I often say we are in the unique position where if you close your eyes and think of greatness here in America, you think of women first. And that's what we've been able to build this league
Snaps
on.
to that.
Right? It's you, Kelley. It's
you.
There was just no business around the players, and that's really what has changed in the last 3 years.
Okay, so let's talk about this, though. You've applied to the U.S. Soccer Federation for this developmental Division II league. What was the impetus behind that?
Well, it's really part of a broader strategy, again, building on the success and the amazing accomplishments of the U.S. Women's National Team. We know in this country we are sitting on a ton of youth talent, and it's our responsibility to develop those players and to get them into the technical environments that will help them be their best on and off the field. And right now we are in a position to be able to do that, the best here in this country. So we have a responsibility to the U.S., to our business, to be able to do that. And Division II is just one of the mechanisms that we're examining and evaluating. And I think more to come. And we've already seen youth excel in our league this season, and it's been incredible.
We have. We just saw a feature on the youth movement in the NWSL right before having you on now. But I am curious. I think there's a lot of fans wondering about the specifics around this Division II league. Is this going to be for the young players who are coming into the league to play in? Is this going to be an opportunity for players to RTP and get back to the full team? What can you give us some more specifics around this Division II league? I'm the curious one. I want to know.
This is supposed to be a soft segment. We're on a couch.
Innovator of the Year.
No,
we got you here. We gotta ask.
I think there's a lot of benefits to thinking about what a development league or a Division II league can do. It is not unique to our league to examine this, to be able to control your pathway to pro and put yourself in a position to be able to develop talent, to return players after injury, to have a place for players to play and get minutes when they're not getting into the general rotation. You know this.
100%.
You were on our rosters in the most recent years, and our league, as is our superpower, is our competitiveness. You know this. Every game anyone can win. Bottom of the table beats the top of the table. NWSL After Dark, it's crazy. And because of that, and because every game matters, and it is like a Champions League game every single week, our coaches play the same players over and over and over again. And it's our responsibility to find ways to make sure that we're developing the full roster. And it's one of the many mechanisms that we're examining. So more details to come.
Okay.
More details to come.
Patience is not my strongest characteristic.
I've heard that. I've heard that.
I'll
Kelley.
take over. So you've been commissioner for 4 years already. So let's look ahead to now 4 more years. Let's look a little bit in the future. You've already had so much success to this point. In 4 years, what will continue to make your time here a success? What do you hope to see continuing in this league?
Well, in the next 4 years, so much is going to change as it relates to the sport of soccer, women's sports, and our league. So we know that in 2026, the Men's World Cup will be here, which is going to bring the eyes of the world into this country, and we have the best women's soccer league in the world. We know that in 2027, the Women's World Cup is going to Brazil. In 2028, we have the Olympics going to LA. And then in 2031, the pinnacle of the Women's World Cup is coming to the U.S. So it's our job to make sure the foundation of our league is strong and ready to capitalize on each of those critical moments of growth. And I think each one is going to be a seismic change in our growth story.
Mm-hmm. I think another part of the growth question mark is this question around retaining top talent and also attracting top talent. What would you say that NWSL is doing to make sure we keep the best players here, but also attract the best players from around the world to want to come play here?
Well, I said one of our superpowers is the competitiveness of our league, and I can't imagine anything more compelling to a player or a fan than having every game matter.
Right.
You want your games to be games of consequence, and I can assure you there is no league that has more of that than we do. The second thing that is our superpower is that we are the only league in the world that is independent. We are independent of men's leagues, and we are independent of federations. And what that means, and this has only been true for 3 years, and look at the growth we've had as a result, because our owners are independent, every investment and business decision we make is solely through the lens of what's in our own best interest. What that means is you do have purpose-built stadiums. You are getting training facilities built that are state-of-the-art, that are only for our players. And those are the kinds of decisions that are going to, I believe, attract the best players. And the third thing that I always think about if I were to put myself in a player's shoes is I would want to be playing in a market that invests and values women. Yeah. And in the US, there is an entire opportunity, whether it's with brands, media partners, to tell the stories of these athletes and to showcase what they can do on and off the pitch and give them an opportunity to thrive and grow, whether it's in the context of them being an NWSL player or all of the plethora of endorsement deals that are coming in. Just look at NIL. There's so much money flowing into women's sports in particular. And so there's so many opportunities to make a lot of money. And it's our job to facilitate that and make sure that players, both U.S. Women's national team players and international team players, have an opportunity to capitalize on all that opportunity.
What's been the biggest moment in your 4 years with NWSL? What are you the most proud of? You get to do so much cool stuff.
Definitely
You've
having
done
me,
so much.
Yeah, having me in the suite during the last championship, right?
Well, I will say having the former players
I'm a good guest,
with
right?
me,
Come on.
You were amazing. Having the former players with me in the suite was actually my idea, and it was something that I felt really proud of. I really feel strongly that, again, I go back to the basics of we are building this league on players like Kelley's shoulders, and many of them didn't get to play in the league when we are experiencing all the growth that we are now having. I want them to be part of it, whether it's as owners, and we just announced Alex Morgan as an owner and Lauren Holiday as contributors who are on air, or in other ways that they may want to get involved as executives or in the front office or as coaches. I want the former players to be part of what we are building, and we need them to be. And so I'm incredibly proud of that. But from a business perspective, I'm really proud of the visibility that our league has through our media deals. Thank you to CBS. We are so excited to continue to have, for our 4th season, the championship in primetime on November 21st. And the growth that we've had as a league is the direct result of the bigger visibility moments that we have. Last season, we 4 times our audience from the season prior. So 4 million people watched our games in 2023, and over 17 million watched our games in 2024. And with that, we're growing our audience, we're attracting new fans, and more people get to see our incredible athletes on and off the field.
Well, we're thrilled to see it, and we're thrilled to have you. Thank you so much for spending the time.
Thank you.
Careful, Kelley's going to be showing up.
Oh, I know.
I was about to
I
ask.
know. Did they see you here on purpose?
Yes.
It's okay. We're friends.
You're
We're
lucky,
friends.
You're lucky that
We're
Sarah is wrapping it up, because I was like, so where is the championship going to be? And like, the details. I
Don't
want
let
the
her hit you on the
details.
back.